Welcome back to Bridgeburn 412 plays Wolong Fallen Dynasty. So here we are in the Hidden Village, and this is our hub, essentially. There's people you can talk to. They're not going to do anything for you, really. There is stuff that you'll be able to do. We'll run around and kind of see what we can do to start here with. It's a little bit convoluted, but you know, it is a Koei Tecmo game, so convolution is a bit of a deal. Not nearly as bad as like a Dark Souls game. Alright, so here is our person, and she is going to help us upgrade our gear. Never ever, and when I say never, never sell anything, because when you sell, you're taking a huge loss in what you could earn, because you will earn a lot more through salvaging than you will through selling. But right now we're going to look through. My friends, it's a sad day indeed. We are going to have to get rid of our dual swords. They're not going to work for our build the way we're going right now. Hi, go away. I want to go away. Go away. Why can't I unequip it here? I want to unequip. Unequip. Remove. Why? There we go. So we're going to be with our iron sword for a bit unless we found something. The scaling, I was initially thinking of just doing a chivalrous swordsman dual swords, but the scaling on that ain't great either. That's more for a water build. So let's just sort of look through here. We're looking for the scaling next to the fire. So there it's E-. That's not going to work for us. Ultimately, we're going to want dual halberds is what's going to be our deal. So yeah, we're not going to have any of those things just yet. This is a 3. What's the one we're rocking right now? We're rocking a 2-star, maybe a 3-star. We'll have enough to get it up to, we don't have to worry about our level right now of upgrade, because we're going to be able to upgrade pretty well. There's also another spear we could be using. Just go ahead and equip that now, just so that we're and we will remove this one. It has served us well, but yeah, we're not going to use that anymore. Although this one had the same really crappy. Oh no, we must have gotten another one, because this has 2 skills. So let's see. It's got a good lunge attack there, and then let's see what the bottom one is. Maybe, I don't know. It's better than the one that we had, the weapon art that we had, or the martial art that we had. So that's good. So let's see what else we have here. If we have any. Yep, we got some dual halberds. So we might fine grasp and beckoning pine. Let's see what those are. Fine grasp, beckoning pine on the bottom. Ooh, that's the sidestep that we wanted. All right, we're going to put that in our first slot, actually. First slot, and then we'll put this one in our second slot. Scaling C- in both. This one is slightly better in wood, but we're not going to be putting too many points in wood. But, so we want that in this slot, right? Okay, good. We're kind of trying to finalize what we're going to be using here for a bit, because as we go forward, we're going to want to really be conscious of sticking with what we have to some degree. Here, I'm just looking for something that is going to give us some good buffs. On the bottom, we're going to be able to swap out all of these, so that's good. And eventually the set that we're going to have, the armor set that we're going to have, is going to be light armor, so we're going to really have to be on our light armor game. So maybe we'll start moving into the light armor and just hopefully get our dodges going better, but we don't want to be too aggressive down that road just yet. Plus, if you have under 20% armor, you move much faster, your dodge is better. And like I say, we're going to be working towards a lighter set. But it's going to be a while, but we should probably start getting ready. Yellow Heaven must rise, melee attack, spirit damage. Berserker's Might, yeah, that might work for us actually. So let's go ahead and equip that and start moving in that direction. What do we get here? Wizardry spell damage plus 4. That's going to be good for our fire because we're rocking the fire a lot. So we'll go with that. We're going to get rid of the hat because that looks absolutely stupid. Let's just go all light and just see what happens. And just struggle to get good. Wizardry spell, spirit consumption. Warlock armor +1. I don't think you can change the top one under the special effect. I think that one is just built into to whatever it is. I don't think we have anything that would be fire damage on the top. I don't think they'll give us anything like that. That's good spear damage. Although we're going to have a slashing spear when we get Zhang Fei's set. Stone attack power, spirit gain, stone attack power. Happiness, we're not using that. Spirit attack damage might be good. Aimless warrior, but that's lowbrow. It's a lowbrow set. I think we're going to go with those, even though they're medium armor. Spirit consumption's good on that. Spirit gain, wizardry spell consumption. That could help actually. The wizardry spell spirit consumption if we're going to use their spells quite a bit. Nameless warrior 4-tier deflect spirit consumption. We can switch all of the other things as you're going to see here in a second. But it's got a lot more resistances. So let's put it on and we'll kind of rock this for a while. So you can see our equipment weight is down to 12.8%, so we will be able to be much more agile while we have this stuff on, and we'll upgrade it. We'll have enough stuff to upgrade. But we forgot to put on some of these. What were we looking at here? Martial arts, spirit consumption. Warlock armlets. Maybe we'll go with those. Spirit attack damage is better. Spirit damage to enemies with negative effect is 3.7. We're going to switch that out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we're going to switch these things out for other things, so that's okay. So we're at 14.9%. Before we do anything else, I'm going to come over here, and we are going to get that hat hidden. All right, so we're a little bit homeless looking, but that's okay. So now we have the gear that we're going to be using. Oh, I forgot to look at the range items. So let's look at our range items. I think we've got the best in each category. We do. Okay, so now it's time to start our adventure here. So we're going to make sure that we keep the stuff that we have. And we should probably, before we do anything else, get in the habit of locking our stuff. Because if we don't, we will accidentally sell. And I had something going on my other playthrough on the PS5. And I forgot to lock one of these items, and it was a set completion item that you can't really find easily, and I ended up salvaging it, and yeah, I was happy about that. So we'll lock the gear that we have right now, And we might die a lot, to be fair, we might die a lot. But we want to start getting our light armor game going, because the set that we're going to want ultimately is light armor. So if we die, we die. You know, what can you do? Get good. You don't get good without dying. So there we go. So we're going to salvage now. So in our weapons, we've selected what we want to keep, and we're going to check all of the other items that we have, and we are going to decon all of those. And we got 452 jewel fragments. We got some rank 2 steel. Okay, so that's going to help us, along with our others. And now we're going to do the same thing with our armor. So all of the armor that we're not going to be using, we are going to decon. So we're going to get a lot of stuff there. Okay, so we got all kinds of jewel fragments. Now the reason why, and we got some other things too. So, oh, that's a good one to have. Damage reduction. That's a good one to have too, that we can slot into our gear. As we are going here, you can now, so if we were to sell like this iron sword, it would only sell for 5,000, as you can see there at the top. However, if you sell the jewels, all the jewels, for each jewel that you sell, you get 1,000. So I think we got something like 10 jewel fragments from deconning for each item. So we got a lot. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to sell a bunch of these. Let's sell like 500 and get a whole bunch of coppers going, because we're going to need that as we start to upgrade our gear and embed our materials. Now you want to do the embedment before you do the upgrading, because if you upgrade an item, so like this item, as we upgrade it, we'll probably upgrade these first. As you upgrade an item, it will charge you an upgrade cost based on the rank that it is. Now, when you embed, it will cost you per slot that you are embedding. Oh, we can swap that out. How about that? Oh, no, we can't. I don't think we can. So the deal with that is, we only had 2 on this, huh? That sucks. It will cost you more jewel fragments to change out as you go higher and higher, and the cost for doing so will be more as well. Add new things on there. So we're going to get rid of those 2. So get rid of that. And then we're going to do the same thing with our iron sword. I like to take the things off first. So we'll keep the martial art spirit damage, because that's really good, but we'll be able to slot something there. So now we'll go with our, you can't salvage this set, so it just sits in your inventory. You can put it over to your storehouse, which will be over here. But this is what we want to start. I don't think we have any warlock pants or anything. So we don't need that. We don't really need that. You level pretty fast. Spirit attack damage is going to be good to have, so we'll keep that. Spirit sustainability plus 19. Not really sure what that does. We'll take that out, because we're going to want to put some other stuff in anyway. Lightning attack power is worthless to us, because we're doing damage received while attacking minus 2%. Yeah, we'll keep that just in case. HP. Yeah, we'll keep HP, because we're going over here to light armor, so we'll keep that. And then take off the embedded stuff here. That's good, because we want negative effects, negative effect duration. That's good. Elemental damage reduction we don't really need, so we'll be able to put something on there. And then on this one, shock accumulations are going to be a thing. Melee attack spirit damage. Enemy detection could be good, but I don't really need that. So we'll take that off. So now we are ready to start putting into our weapons the stuff that we want. So since we're going to be using these halberds more, let's put the stuff that we want on this one first. Although you do get the benefits from things that are not equipped. So we're going to want definitely flame attack power. And oops, why did I go backwards? And that's going to be great. Damage for light equipment load. We want to get one of those to put on at some point. And I think it only goes on the hat. No, we're on the weapon at this point. Yeah, so we're going to want one of those eventually. We'll get that from deconning over time. And let's go with, I want to put flame on. So it's in the elemental. Damage to enemies with burns. That's going to be good, but we want to be able to apply. Maybe that's not on this. Maybe it's on the gear. So we want element imbued weapon, spirit damage, damage to enemy with negative effects, damage to enemies, burns 2.9%. Let's put that on this item. Okay, so that one's set. Now let's do our iron sword. Yeah, I always scroll up from the bottom. And the grayed out ones you can't put on that weapon. Melee attack power. Negative effect duration. I don't think we can put much on this since we have the martial arts spirit damage. Do we want martial arts spirit damage? Yeah, I guess that works. So we'll just put flame attack power. We really want to be, we're going to be a little bit of a glass cannon. So, so that's kind of what we're working on here. But we want to be able to, there we go. We want burns accumulation on enemies. Because that'll make the burn proc faster on the enemy, which is what we want. And then we want to be able to do damage with flame. Oh, that's resistance. And if you make a mistake on any of these, I mean, it's just a simple process of changing. So it's very different from how Neo was. Neo, you made choices, and your choices you were stuck with for a long time. This game's very different in that regard. Which I don't know how I feel about that, because I'm all about rebuilding characters and redoing playthroughs, and there's really, to be honest, you could do playthroughs for sure with this, but the respecking is so easy on this that I'm gonna put that there too. Just get them on fire as fast as we can. And this one. But over here, spirit vulnerability increases the amount of spirit depleted by enemy attacks. Or do we want damage reduction to the user when wizardry spell hits the enemy? Well, we're kind of glass cannon, so let's put that on this piece of armor. And we've got quite a lot of burn accumulation already. Might want to just put more damage from our fire. Okay, so we've got. Oh, is there one that we haven't put? Yeah, there's one we haven't put yet. One in every slot we can get here. What do we got? Burn accumulation, flame attack power, spirit attack damage. Got one more. Stealth is the amount of damage you do when you sneak up behind an enemy. Do we want any resistances? Damage received. Damage received while attacking. We're doing a lot of attacking, so let's put that on there for this one. And all right, so now we have our sets filled, and we'll kind of keep going through there. So now we can begin to upgrade. So we're going to come over to the upgrade panel, start with the halberds, upgrade, and upgrade, and same with the dual sword. So this is what I meant by saying you'll have plenty to get your main weapons upgraded. I don't know if there's really a reason to upgrade these. We'll upgrade this since we have the steel to use. We're going to stick with these weapons for a little bit, so I'm not really concerned. I guess we could just clean it all out here and get it all upgraded. And then we're not going to have as much for these, but that's okay, because we've already got one. We've already got some at +1. And we're going to want to upgrade these. Normally, I would say not to upgrade these, but since we are going to be squishy, and we're going to get a lot of gear as we go through to decon, which will get us to levels. So now it's going to be just numbers. So 10, this one is 13. So we'll go this one first. And oops. And we can bring this. This one's 10, 8, 10. Okay, so it's all, except for this one, it's all +3. Okay, so we've kind of got stuff ready to go. We'll have lots of materials as we go through. Eventually, the dude that respecs is going to be here that we're going to make friends with. But let's go through and talk to all of the NPCs that we need to talk to get them to show up in different missions in different places. So we're going to come along, and we need a key for this door. And we're going to get that, I think, in the next mission, if I remember. This is the most sort of meticulous kind of. Okay. And we'll talk to her. We're going to look for her husband. Just work through all of the dialogue of everybody. Here. Is there anything up here? Let's talk to this guy. I don't know if he... Oh, we got 3 tiger seals. That's nice. So, I'm sure you have to do all this for platinum. So, like I say, there's no platinum here because we're on the PC, but I want to show you all where the stuff is. Okay, so this guy's drunk. He's going to wander around being drunk. She's going to want some stuff. Okay. And then... I don't know if we've gotten any golden cicada shells yet. Have we? Eventually, we're going to want the golden cicada shells for a guy who's up there. He's going to give us an... In my playthroughs, I've gotten an iron speedum. So I don't know if he's always gives an iron speedum, but we're going to find out. Iron speedum's a nice slashing weapon. But like I say, we're going to get... What's his name? Oh, there's his shell. So if you remember the poop guy in Neo 2, that's who this guy is. Only it's not poop, thankfully. I think I only had one. I guess I had more than one. Okay, so we filled out his deal there. Okay, so I think we've talked to everybody that we need to talk to. Pretty sure you talked to that guy. There's some... Did we talk to this person? We're going to get that thing later after we get a key that we're going to need. I think there's a thing behind here. Grab. A jewel fragment, which is a little bit helps, I guess. All right, so we're at about 27 minutes already. So I'm just going to keep this a self-contained episode, and we'll start in our next episode in the next story mission. So thanks for tuning in. This is Bridge 412. We're playing Wolong Fallen Dynasty. We'll see you next time.